Welcome back to the channel, RacerX here, and today I am back at Bradenton Motorsports Park. I've got my Demon back here. It is actually cooling off. I have it ready to race today. I actually wanted to race Brooks Drag Times in his Lamborghini Revuelto. I believe that's the right way you say it, 1,000 horsepower hybrid Lambo. I've been really looking forward to this race. Like I said, I got the car cooling off, but I don't think it's going to work out today. I'll show you why here in just a second. Anyway, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, please do me a big, gigantic favor. Hit subscribe. You can find that button over here, and off we go.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Check it out. Today, I am back at the Dream Giveaway Garage in Largo, Florida, because I can finally show you something that I have been so excited to show you for the longest time. I knew this was coming. It is their newest giveaway, and if you are a Mopar fan, you will absolutely want to take a look at what I'm getting ready to show you. They have paired together two of the most epic Mopars ever made in the same giveaway. Here you have a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner 440, and right over here, of course, a Hemi Cuda AAR. I love the paint schemes on both of these two cars, traditional Mopar colors. So yes, both of these epic classic Mopars can be yours. All you have to do is go to Dream Giveaway's website. You can enter my code RacerX. New for this year, they're giving all of my subscribers 4X entries. We just worked on that, so I'm super proud of that. So 4X entries, my code RacerX will be pinned down in the comments section to make it easy for you guys to find. Don't miss out on this. So excited to see who wins. Check it out. Here is Brooks's brand new Lamborghini Revuelto. This is a beautiful car, $700,000 car. Just take a look at this. Everything color matching in here. And I have always loved Lambos. As I mentioned, this is a hybrid, 1,000 horsepower. I just saw him do a test pass at like 9.4. This thing is an absolute beast. So here's one of the Demon 170s right here that showed up. And I want to see if he hooks. Now, the track has not been ripped up just yet, so hopefully he'll stick on this pass. We'll see how he does. Pretty good test pass. Well, I'm looking at the time slip for that first pass, and the car hooked in okay. It did feel like a little bit slow, and this is kind of what my car was doing the last time I had it out in Orlando. It wasn't really making any mile an hour, and I'm a little worried because this is what happened the last time my engine decided it wasn't happy anymore and had to be replaced. Because my mile an hour is way down, and my 60 foot was way down on that as well, but it felt like I dead hooked. 139 in the 60 foots, 8th mile 605, and the DA really isn't too bad today. A little bit of a tailwind. It went a 943 at 142.8. So this car is down easily like 5-6 mile an hour in my mind from where it should be. I saw two other Demons go, and they're running like 147, 148. I saw a tuned one just run right at 150. And here I am at 142.8. That is a little strange. So I'm gonna run it again and see if the car is acting the way that it should, and we'll see. Well spun. Tune Demon's got it dialed in pretty good in the 9.0s tonight. He's doing some work. I assume he's gonna run a 9.0. Let's see what he does. .910 at 149. Look at Brooks, double bulbing him. Lambo is quick. 944. Well, the track is getting prepped again, so I'm gonna go try and make another hit. Hopefully this time I can get it on torque reserve. Last time it fell out of torque reserve and the car was just acting a little bit strange. So we'll see what happens. All these street tire guys, they are wearing me out. They don't realize how bad they tear up the track when they go down and they have the street tires that pulls up all the prep.
I'm gonna race my friend, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I figured I was trying to get it when the prep was fresh before any street tires went through.
You go this way. You go
so
first. I'm gonna race him later. So.
Awesome, brother. I appreciate it.
So
you guys will
doing wheelies. Right?
Well, the demons will, as long as they hook. But once the prep gets like torn up, they just spin.
Right. No,
so. For whatever reason, the car just doesn't feel like it is making the power tonight, and I don't understand. The D8 isn't really bad. Car absolutely dead hooked on that one, so it was really nice to have the fresh prep. But just mile an hour, it just doesn't feel like the car is wanting to get down through there. It feels like it's hiccuping a little bit on its way down the track as well. I don't know. I'm just gonna go see what the time slip says, but the car just doesn't feel like it's doing its thing tonight. Well, that last pass was a little bit better. Car dead hooked again. I'm still not super impressed with the time, considering the DA really isn't too bad. There's maybe, like I said, an ever slight tailwind. It went a 1:29.60 foot, which is not great for this car. It's not awful, but it's really not great. I was kind of expecting more. It went a 9:21 at 1:45.70. So I feel like my mile an hour is still at least probably 3 or 4 miles an hour down on where I would really hope to be in this car. And I'm not really sure what to attribute that to. I'm running E79 here on my gauge, so I've got plenty of ethanol. I was talking to another guy and he seems to think maybe it's too much ethanol, but that's the exact same blend that I had before when I ran a 904 at over 150.5. So a little weird, but like I said, faster pass on that one. The air is getting ever so slightly better. I don't know, maybe we'll see if we can go get a race in. I'll probably choose to go as soon as he preps the track again, and we'll see. Tune Demon in the far lane, Stock Demon in the near lane. Yeah, whole shot, left lane, got it. We're racing another 170. Why not, right? It should be interesting. Hopefully we'll hook. We just had 2 street cars go down in front of us, 2 exotics. So we'll see what happens. Good job, man.
That was beautiful.
That was fun, wasn't it?
That was beautiful.
There's something about racing 2 monsters like this that, you know, I don't know, it makes me smile, man. That was a good run. That was fun.
That was really good.
Good job, dude. There's just something about racing another American muscle car, which you guys haven't seen me do a whole lot of on the channel. But man, like two wheelie popping monsters. That was a lot of fun, that race right there. Well, guys, that was actually a really fun race. 913 at 145.81, and just really fun to race another muscle car like that. I really do enjoy that. 125 60 foot is awesome. Got him a little bit on the tree as well, so that also helped me. Now he's got a bone stock Demon, full interior, heavier wheels and everything, so he's still doing his thing out here. Matter of fact, he made more mile an hour than I did. Matter of fact, I'm the slowest Demon 170 out here when you talk about mile an hour. My time was really good, but 145.81, not quite 146. I would have hoped for maybe at least 2 more mile an hour than that. Several of the other Demons were like 147, 148, so I was a little bit low on the mile an hour. And had I run like 148 in the mile an hour, I feel like that would have been like a 9.0 pass. But I'm still pleased with that. I mean, you know, 913, I said anything in the low 9.1s tonight, I'd probably be happy with, especially considering the track conditions with all of these exotics and street tires going down through there. Wade did his very best to get this prepped. He was fighting a losing battle tonight, but the car really, it did its thing. So I'm going to see if I can tie into the Lucid Air Sapphire. I mean, if I can run a 913 again, and he's running basically 9.0s, if I can get him just by a little bit on the tree, that is going to be an insane race. Everything is going to have to go right for me to get him. I hope I don't spin. I don't know. We'll go give it a shot. Lucid Air Sapphire, over 1,200 horsepower, over 1,400 pound-feet of torque. Here comes our buddy in the 170. Stock 170. Who just beat a freaking Lucid?
No
Look
way.
at you.
No way.
Yeah, you beat him.
By how much?
I have no idea, not very much, but you beat him. You got him in a whole shot. You treat him.
Damn.
That was so badass.
That was
You got a 9.3, headed 9.0, but dude, you got him like you were out on the whole shot.
Yeah.
So how you gonna let me beat you and then beat the Lucid? All right, guys, here we go. This is gonna be a big one. Lucid Air Sapphire, over 1,200 horsepower, over 1,400 pound-feet of torque, EV, versus Mclaren 750S, over 1,000 horsepower. This is gonna be wild. Super light. He's traveling like 160. I know he can do at least like probably 154, 155. This is gonna be a wild race. All right, here comes the Lucid. This thing is an absolute beast, but it's so trippy when he does his little dry hop here because it's so much power, but it makes no noise. And then over here, there is the monster McLaren. You guys saw me race him last time, and he basically just ran off and hid from me. This car is so fast on the top end. I really think it's whoever gets off on the tree here, so this should be a lot of fun to watch. Oh, this is going to be really close. Oh, the Lucid got it. Wow. 9.2 versus 9.0. Round 2, the McLaren spun a little bit on that first one. He did get the tree, but he was spinning. Let the Lucid go around him. That's all it takes for that Lucid to get by. Both these cars are so incredibly quick. We're gonna try and race this monster Lucid Air Sapphire. There's no reason at all that this car should be competitive with that. Although you did see the other Demon beat him, his launch control was not working on that pass. I'm talking about the Lucid Air Sapphire, and he just got treed. And the Demon ran like a 9.3, so it wasn't like a great pass. But racing is racing, and when you're racing an all-wheel drive robot that makes 1,400 something pound-feet of torque, you take your wins where you can get it. Of course, he's not going to miss against me. I promise you that. But hopefully the car will come out clean. He's going to make way more mile an hour than I will. What do you do?
Round 1, fight.
Didn't hold the power that time. I haven't spun all night, and then I get the Lucid and I spin. The track is going away a little bit, but what do you do?
Round 2, fight. That's a win by a red light. I hate to win that way. That pretty much sucks. But a really good hit out of the car that time. But there's no way to gauge it because he red lit pretty bad on that. Oh no, come on. So we had one spin and one red light. Well guys, I know it's really dark. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day now. Just put stuff in the car. I had to kind of hurry because the track was all shut down. We ran 2 runs against the Lucid Air Sapphire. Thing is a true monster. And the first time I spun, and I ran like a 9.5. He was just running 9.0s all night at like 151, 152. On the second run, car dead hooked. Wade kind of put me right in the groove. Fantastic run out of the car. I ran like a 9.16, I think, at basically 146. That's what my car was doing tonight. I really wish the car was making just a couple more mile an hour, as I mentioned, but 127, 60 foot. I mean, really, it is a driver's race at that point. When you're basically within like a 10th at that point, it really is a driver's race. Of course, you know, technically when he red lit, that was a win. I don't like to win that way. So as far as I'm concerned, I didn't get a win against the Lucid Air Sapphire because he red lit. So anybody asked me, I didn't win, even though I won by technicality, if that makes sense. But like I said, first time I spun, but the cars are really actually pretty close. I mean, and you saw a lot of other Demon 170s tonight running like 9.0, 9.1. I mean, just about everybody out here, there were 4 of us, and everybody had a really good time. You saw me race another Demon 170, really good race, had a lot of fun with that. And then he is the one that turned around and beat the Lucid. The Lucid did not go into track mode, and he basically just treated him, and that's how he got by him. And he got by him by like 0.018. I mean, it literally like 2 inches was his margin of victory, but it was still a victory, despite the fact that some stuff went wrong for that Lucid. As far as I know, no other Demon 170 owner has beat a Lucid. He ran like a 9.3, so it wasn't like a crazy time, but sometimes that stuff happens. That's racing. Who knows if I would have covered him tonight or not. I would have had to have gotten him just a little bit on the tree, which I already knew, but a 10th on the tree is not that hard to do if you cut a really good light. And we were running Sportsman's Tree tonight. Sorry I could not get another race in there. We were basically tied 1-1, but the track shut down. So I know it's a little anticlimactic, guys. I'm so sorry about that. But the Lucid Air driver, a very nice guy. He comes out here all the time. We will get a rematch with him. Hopefully best 2 out of 3. Kudos to Wade for doing everything he could with this track tonight with all of these, you know, McLarens and Ferraris and all these cars out here running street tires. They were just tearing the prep up, and Wade was trying so hard to drag and spray and make it. I only spun once tonight. So, I mean, you know, he's kind of did his Houdini thing and it worked out. But anyway, guys, once again, I will get a rematch with this Lucid Air Sapphire, but it goes to show you how close these cars really are. When you talk Lucid Air, you talk Plaid, you talk Demon 170, when all the conditions are right, the cars are all really close. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. So until then, RacerX.